Hello, welcome to today's videos for applying the percentages to real-world situations or to applications. Part 1 is looking at the percent equation. To set up the percent equation, we need to translate words into the equation. And the key terms we need to look at are the word is and the word of. And is going to translate to equals, and of is going to translate to multiply. So when we write this as an equation, what is going to be n? So we're going to say n equals 70% times 82. Now I can just multiply. What I really need to do though is change my percent to a decimal, so it'll be 0.70 times 82. And now I can just do some quick multiplication. 70 times 82. And n equals 57.4. Let's apply it to part A. It says what is 60% of 9? So what is n? Is equals 60% of is times 69. Make this a decimal again, so it's n equals 60, or 0.60, excuse me, times 69. So n is going to be equal to 41.4. Alright, let's look at another example of applying the percent equation. In example 2, the questions are going to get a little more tricky because we're switching around our order. So here it says 80, which let's translate this. 80 is remember the is means equals, what percent? So here we're going to put P for percent. 80 is what percent of 128, so, or excuse me, 12.8, so times 12.8. And we're looking for a percent here, so we're going to have to figure out how to get to percent at the end. Well, since this is P times 12.8, I need to solve for P, so I'm going to divide everything by 12.8. So I'm going to do 80 divided by 12.8. P is going to equal 6.25, but this is not in percent form yet. This is just an answer, so I need to multiply this by 100, and that gives me 625%. Excuse me, 25, not 28. 625%. And then if I multiplied 6.25 times 12.8, I should get 80 back. Let's look at part A and see if we can get something similar. It says 138 is 15% of what number? So 138 is means equals 115% times what number? And we don't know. In order to do this, first I've got to change this to a decimal, so make it 1.15. So it needs to be 138 equals 1.15 times n. And now I would just divide by 1.15 on both sides. So I've got 138 divided by 1.15, and that gives me n equals 120. So 120 is 115%, excuse me, 138 is 115% of 120. So remember to set your equation up just by translating it into equals and multiplication, and then solve it from there.